Hi and hello to everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to analyze a given sequential circuit. We'll be working on two problems. Welcome to the lecture. This is the first circuit. The question is analyze the given sequential circuit as well as draw the state diagram. Okay, right. So this is a sequential circuit. Right, we are having two flip-flops, which is a T flip-flop. This flip-flop is A flip-flop, this is your B flip-flop. Okay, and this is the connection given. Now to start the analysis, what you have to do is we have to find out the expression for the each of the values of input TA and TB. Okay, so we start the solution. What is TA? T flip-flops input, first flip-flops input TA. TA is nothing but input x1 and the state value, which is QB. So it is x1 QB. What is TB? The second flip-flop. So this is your A flip-flop. You make it as TA. This is your B flip-flop. This input is TB. What is TB? Input x0 and the value, output value QA. Okay, right. And what is the output? This is the output, right? Before that, we should be very clear what are the inputs and what are the states, right? So if you look at this, it's very clear. The inputs are x0, x1, right? Inputs are x0 and x1, or you can write it in this way also, x1, x0. They are the inputs. What is the output? Output is the Z. What are the states? States are QA, QB. The outputs of the flip-flops are called the states, QA and QB. Now we are writing the expression for what is the first flip-flop, A flip-flop. TA is AND gate of AND operation of x1 and QB. TB is AND operation of x0 and QA. Right. Now, what is Z? What is Z? Output Z. Output Z is equal to AND of x1 QB complement. So if you look at this, one thing is very clear. Output depends on input and state. Okay, so it is a Mealy circuit. Okay, suppose if it is depend only on the input, if it depends only on the state, not on the input, means it becomes Murray circuit. It depends, as you see, Z output depends on both the input, which is x1, and the state QB, is QB dash. So it's a Mealy circuit. Okay, right. Now what flip-flop we are using? We are using T flip-flop. So we know that for a T flip-flop, what is the characteristic equation for a T flip-flop? Characteristic equation. Okay, for a T flip-flop characteristic equation, what is a characteristic equation? It relates the next state with the present state and the input. Okay, so it is, what is the present state, which is Qt XOR with input T. Okay, so this is your characteristic equation of a T flip-flop, right? Right, you can see it clear, right? So T plus 1 is the next state. So this is your next state. This is your present state. This is your present input, present T input. We know this from the previous lecture. This is the characteristic equation of a T flip-flop. Okay, see in this expression we have two flip-flops, which is T flip-flop A and T flip-flop B. Okay, so we can modify this as into two expression, which is for the A flip-flop it becomes output QAT plus 1 is equal to QAT XOR with TA. Okay, similarly for the second flip-flop it is QBT plus 1, that is the next state output, is equal to QBT XOR with TBT. Yeah, this is general expression for each of the flip-flop. For A flip-flop we are converting this expression for A. Okay, we are adding the suffix A. For the B flip-flop we are adding the suffix B. Right, now what we are going to do is we are going to substitute the TA values here, TB values here. Okay, so I can even write this expression as this. What is XOR operation? XOR operation, I can simply say QA TA dash plus QA dash TA. Just I am ignoring this function of T. Okay, that's need not to say no, right? I am just removing this T. So what is XOR? QA TA dash plus QA dash TA. Similarly for this I can write as QB TB dash plus QB dash TB. Okay, now you substitute the values of TA and TB, right? So if you substitute, you will be getting the expression as, we substitute what you are getting here, QA that is X1 QB whole dash plus QA dash, what is TA? X1 QB. Okay, right, and we can also one minute. Right, and even you can for this expression you can substitute TB value, which is QB. In place of TB you are going to substitute X0 into QA plus QB dash X0 into QA. Just have substitute the TB values. So this is the relation between, this is your next state depends on the present state as well as the inputs X1. Similarly, if you see the next state QBT plus 1, it depends on the present state QB, present state QA as well as X0. Right, so with this expression we are going to fill the table. Okay, that table is called state table. Right, so okay, we are going to fill the table. So just we have to keep these two expressions. So what is the, here we have to be doing it a bit slowly because it's a lengthy expression, right? So present state PS, okay, present state, which is your QA and QB, and here we are taking the input. What are the inputs? Inputs are X1 and X0. Okay, what are the possibilities of the input? Input X1 and X0 both can be 0. X1 can be 0, X0 can be 1. X1 can be 1, X0 can be 0, both can be 1. Similarly, what is the present state? Present state QA, QB both can be 0, QA 0, QB 1, QA 1, QB 0, both can be 1, 1. This is the present state. Okay, similarly, we are going to Okay, now we are just going to fill it, right? Because we know what is QA, what is QB, what is x1 and x0. Based on this, you substitute these values in this expression, you fill out the next state value. This here I am going to fill the next state value. Okay, now here I'm going to similarly I'm going to fill the, okay, after we fill the output in the next, here we are going to take the output, right? First we will do this. Okay, let us take the first one by one I will do. Okay, we are going to fill this part here, this one, right? For this one, what is the QA value? QA value is 0, QB value is 0. What is x1? It is 0, x0 it is 0. So QA 0, 0 into anything is 0, QB 0, x1 0, all are 0. So 0 plus 0, QA is QA t plus 1, the value is 0. Okay, similarly you try to fill out the next one. Okay, which is the, now we have filled out the QA. See, look at this order I am going to fill is QA and QB next state. Okay, so QA I have filled. Similarly, you plug the values of QA, QB, x1, x0 here. Okay, since QB is 0, 0 and anything is 0, QA is also 0, 0 and anything is 0, so 0 plus 0 we are getting here as 0. Okay, right? So since it's very clear that when QA and QB both are 0, whatever may be the x1 and x0. Okay, x1 and x0, here it is 0, 0, here it is 0, 1, here it is 1, 0, here it is 1, 1. You are not worried when QA or QB both are 0. When QA is 0, this is 0, this is 0. QA is 0, QB is 0. So 0 into anything is 0, 0, 0 into anything is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0. Similarly, QB is 0, so this is 0, QA is 0, this is 0, plus 0 plus 0 is 0. So all the values of the next state here are zeros. Okay, now we are going to fill for this. QA is 0, QB is 1. Okay, similarly x1, x0 both are 0. X1, x0 both are 0, right? So see what I am going to do. QA is 0, so this is 0, 0 and anything is 0. QB is, similarly what is x1? X1 is 0. See what is the x1 value here? This is 0, right? So this term is also 0. So 0 plus 0 it is 0. So this is 0. Okay, now we will fill for QB. QB t plus 1, that is the next state. Okay, what is QA? QA is 0. So 0 into anything, this is 0. This is 0. Okay, now what about QB value? QB value is 1. So 1. What is x0? This is x0. Okay, second value is x0. So it is 0. What is QA value? QA value is 0. So it is 0. Complement plus, what is QB? QB is 1. 1 dash is 0. And what is x0? X0 is 0. So this is 0. So 0 into 0 is 0. Complement is 1. So it becomes 1 into 1 plus 0, which is 1 plus 0 is 1. So this is 1. Okay, right? So like this, well, it's very simple. Once you got this expression, you have to plug the present state values, that is present state values, these values, as well as the inputs, and you have to fill this part, which is the next state. Okay, so I'm going to write it. Okay, these things you can pause the video, you can fill it right on your own. So this is 0, 1 you will be getting here, 1, 1 you will be getting here, 1, 1 you will be getting here, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1 1 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 0. Okay, so this is your next state. What is this? This is your QA QB next state, right? How you have filled? You have used the present state and input, and you have put the value in this expression. Thereby you will get QA t plus 1, QB t plus 1. This is your t plus 1. These are your next state. Okay, this QA QB, these are your present state, right? Okay, now similarly we will fill it for the outputs, right? So again, what is what is the output expression? You can see clearly the output expression is z is equal to x1 qb dash, x1 qb dash. Okay, so it is a function of input again. So input, what is the possibility of input? 4 possibilities: 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Okay, and it is dependent on z is equal to, I can write it here for the convenience, z is equal to x1 qb dash. Okay, right? So fill it, try to fill it. When the x1 is 0, see, when the x1 is 0, so this is your z. Here you are going to fill the z values. Okay, what is z? Z is a product of x1 and qb dash. When x1 is 0, we are not, no need to worry about this. Okay, so 0, x1 is 0 means definitely z is equal to 0, right? So look at this. When this is x1 is 0 here, x1 is 0 here, so definitely output is going to be 0. Okay, next, when x1 is 1, you can see x1 is 1 here, right? X1 is 1, right? We are going to see the QB dash, we are going to do the AND operation, right? So QB is 0, so QB dash is 1. So this is 1, QB is 0, right? So 0 dash is 1. So 1 into 1, here it is 1. Okay, here, look at this here, x1 is 1. This is x1 is 1, QB is 1. So QB dash is 0. So this is 0. Similarly here, for this, x1 is 1. You can see here, x1 is 1. First one is x1, second one is x0. x1 is 1. What is QB? It is 0. So 0 dash is 1. It is 1. Okay, similarly this is 0. Okay, and here also x1 is 1 and QB is complemented, right? So whenever it is 0, it becomes 1, right? So it is this one. So this is your output. It's very clear. Output depends on both state. Of course, in the state it depends only on QB. Among the inputs, x1, x2, 2 inputs you have, but the given question depends only on the x1. Okay, so this table is called state table, right? This table is called state table. This is the output. Now you want to say some high level specification. Instead of zeros and ones, we want to give some numbers. Okay, so what we can do here is we are going to give some, assign some names for that. Further, what we do is we are going to say QA QB 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, right? Okay, I am going to assign the state value like S0, S1, S2, S3. Okay, similarly, what are the inputs? X1, X0, 2 inputs we have. So I am going to give the name, it can be 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. If it is 0 0, I give the name A, B, C and D. Okay, so now it becomes high level. This is called, representing like this is called high level specifications. Right? So what is the input? Input is, so look at how the table will look like now. Right, the same table I can rewrite this as, okay, I need this table again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite here as present state input is x, okay, and this is for the another x. What is the possibility? Input is x1 x0, so 0 0 means what I can use? A. 0 1 means I'm going to use B. 1 0 means I'm going to use C. 1 1 means I'm going to use D. So it is A, B, C, D. Okay. Similarly, in the present state, 0 0 means S0, 0 1 means S1, 1 0 means S2, this is S3. So it will be like this: S1, S2, sorry, S0, S1, S2 and S3. Okay, so this is your, again this is A, B, C, D. Now try to fill up these things, right? Wherever in the next state, if you get 0 0 for the state, this is for the states, this is for the inputs. Okay, wherever you see 0 0 in the state, you can replace that with S0. 0 1 means S1, 1 0 means S2, 1 1 means S3. Like that you have to fill it, that's all. So just I am filling it. 0 0 means S0, so I am just filling, I am replacing the values of these values with the stable values. The writing like this is called high level specifications. Okay, this is S1, this is S1, this is S3, this is S3, this is S2, this is this is S3, this is S2, this is S3, S3, S2, S1, S0. These are your next state values. Okay, output as usual, it is, since it is a single bit, it is zeros and ones only. Okay, so this is your high level specifications table. Okay, from this we can go for the state diagram. What is a state diagram? So initially, what are the states? We have the states like S0, S1, S2, S3. Okay, when the input is A, we are into the input is A, B, C, D. From the present state, we go to which state? The same state. Okay, so I can write here it as, when the input is A, when the input is A, you can see it very clearly. When the input is A, I go to the same state, and when the present state is S0, this is the present state S0. When the input is A, what is the output? Output is 0. Okay, similarly, I can write again, when the input is B, we are in the present state S0. When the input is B, we go to the same state S0. When the input is B, what is the output? That is 0. Right? Similarly, when the input is C, we go to the same state S0, but the output is 1. Okay. When the input is C, what is the output? 1. Right? So because of want of space, I am writing here. When the input is D, I go to the same state. See here, when the input is D, go to this, from the S0 I am going to S0. S0 state, when the input is D, same state I am going. What is the output? Output is 1. Okay. Similarly, we are in the state S1. We are in the state S1. When the input is A and B, we are going to the same state S1 with the output always 0. With the output always 0. Right? So I can make it like this. When the input is A, output is 0. When the input is B, we go to the same state S1 with the output. For B, what is the output? 0. Right? Now we come here. We are in which state? We are in S1. When the input is C, we go to the state S3 with the output 0. Okay, so from the input is C, we go from which state? See here. Right? When the input is, we are in the state S1. When the input is C, we go to the state S3. And what is the output? This is the output, right? Z is the output. The output it is 0. Okay. When the input is D, again we go to the same state S3 with the output 0. So for both, this is 0. Okay. Right? Now we are in the state, which state? S2. When the input is A, we are go to the same state S2, output is 0. When the input is B, to which state we go? We go to the S3. What is the output? Output is 0. Okay. When in the input is C, we go to the state, we are in the state S2, present state is S2. When the input is C, we go to the same state S2 with the output 1. Right? Similarly, when the input is D, present state is S2, we go to the state S3 with the output 1. Okay? Input is D with the output 1. Okay. Now, we are the present state is S3. When the input is A, we go to the same state S3. When the input is A, the output is 0. When the input is B, we go to the state S2 with the output 0. Right? Now we are in the state S3. When the input is C, we go to the state, no, we are going to S2. Sorry, we made a mistake here. Right? See here. We are in the state S3. When the input is B, we are going to the state S2. Okay, here it is S2. One minute. Okay, I will use some other color for convenience. Right? We are in which state? S3. When the input is B, we go to S2. When the input is B, I am using red color. We are going to the state S2 with the output 0. Similarly, we are in the state S3. When the input is C, we go to the state S1 with the output for C. What is the output? It is 0. Right? So we are in the state S3. When the input is D, we go to S0. Output is 0. So this is the state diagram. Okay. So what we have done is we have analyzed the given sequential network. Okay. So it is very simple, right? The circuit is given, a sequence circuit is given. We are just identifying the expression. This is your A flip-flop TA, this is your TB, and this is your output Z. Output depends on both the input X and state QB. So it is a Mealy circuit, and we know this is the characteristic equation of T flip-flop. That is, the next state depends on the present state and the XOR with the present input. Okay, so you plug the expression for TA and TB. So we are rewriting this expression for each flip-flop. Okay. right? So this is the general expression, right? So you are taking for A flip flop, it becomes like this. For B flip flop, it becomes like this. So in place of TA, you are putting this. In place of TB, you are putting this. They expand this expression, we get this expression. Okay, using this expression, we are going to fill the table, right? So what are the possibilities? So two values we have in this two flip flops. So two values you have, that is your QA and QB. So totally 4 states are possible. Similarly, two inputs x1 and x0. So 4 are possible. Okay, so if you look at this expression, so the next state depends on the present state as well as the input values, x1 values. Here also the next state for QB depends on the present state and x0 values, like this, right? So using these, each of these values, QA, QB, x1 and x0, fill each of the values. Put the values in these expressions. You will. This is the first value is your QA value. The second value is your QB value. This is your QA t plus 1. This is your QB t plus 1. Okay, right, you have to fill this. Carefully you have to fill, substitute these values, you have to fill this. Similarly, we are going for the output. Output is equal to x1 into qb dash. So this is your x1, we have their x1 and x0 value. This is your QA, QB values. So take the required values. QB means you have to take this. Okay, x1 means you have to take the first bit. 0, 0, here it is 1, here it is 1. You make it, you will fill this. Okay, you got this. So this is the truth, what I can say. This is the state table, right? Now we want to say in high level specification. So what we are going to give the some names, because for 0, 0 we are giving the name S0, for 0, 1, S1, like this we are giving the name. Similarly for two inputs x1 and x0, we give the variables like A, B, C, D. Okay, now instead of using the 0, 0s, 1s, we are going to use S0, S0, S1, S2, S3, and for the inputs we are giving A, B, C, D. Okay, from this we are going for the state diagram. Okay, I hope it's clear. Okay, right, see you soon in the next lecture. Thanks for listening.